up, YouTube? Topaz Yates back for another mixtape review, and this one is to that Denzel Curry Imperial. And you know, this project came out a little bit of time ago, man, and I've always wanted to go back and review it. It's just it dropped at a time where a bunch of stuff was dropping, and then there hasn't been a slow day until now. But overall, this project was pretty cool, man. Honestly, this is the type of MC on why I really disagree with all of these guys who's talking all that real hip-hop shit, because they always want to throw salt on the new generation, but there'll be some new generation dudes who can spit. Like, I'm not saying Denzel Curry is like the greatest rapper or anything like that. He definitely has some work that he needs to work on, like with his delivery and everything, but overall, he do be spitting and he do be creating some decent tracks, man. And that definitely shows throughout this project, man, starting with that ULT. Solid track here, which what this is about is pretty much his crew love take. And then he also delves into a little bit of his history, like his association with the Raiders, and this is a very good intro to people who haven't heard of him before to actually understand a little bit about him. I definitely enjoyed that. And then I like that Gook track, man, where he's pretty much going in and admitting to the fact that he's done a lot of dumb shit in the past, and he's classifying himself as a Gook. And you know, that may not be the proper word, because there's an actual deflammatory term called Gook and such that's out there that's applied to Asians, that US white supremacists always applied to them. So not the right choice of words to try to define yourself as. But this track is more of, yes, I've done dumb shit in the past, but yet now I'm still overcoming and becoming a better person, which I fucks with that. And then I like that This Life track, man, where he's pretty much going into the relationships that he has with all of his women and such, man, in which he's pretty much talking to his main chick, telling her about the side chicks that he has, but yet telling her that these are just side pieces, you are the main chick, you need to hold me down type shit. And the way that most people look at that is, okay, he's building to be a successful rapper, he got a little bit of notoriety, so therefore he can actually have that. And you know, that has its truth to it, but then also there's a lot of women that it doesn't matter if you're actually being a success or anything like that. A lot of women will rock with you just because you're being open and honest about it, because they'd rather deal with that open motherfucker that's going to tell them about the other chicks instead of dealing with that lying, scandalous dude who's not going to say anything, who's going to lie to them about how many women they got at all. But then the track also breaks off into, okay, the life that he's leading is kind of dismantling everything about his relationships and such. And it's a pretty interesting thought. Now, those were my favorite songs, but the rest weren't that terrible. Like, it doesn't have a very low floor on this project. So I definitely recommend people to go ahead, peek this joint on out, maybe for individual downloads. I give it a 7 out of 10. But this concludes today's review, and now we're going to jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer GM3 Beats before we jump into the news and then jump into an article from r.a.i.d.e.r.s. So this weekend, Kanye is doing a pop-up shop out there in New York, in which they already had to shut down a street in New York because it got so damn popular, to the point Kanye is out there selling $400 damn designer jackets. And all of the designs are based around the Life of Pablo album and such, man. And people going fucking wild to it, to the point that he's limiting people to only 2 purchases at once. And you know, this is the type of hustle that he needed to do instead of begging dudes for fucking loans to get out of fucking debt. Like, you got all of the resources necessary to come up. You got a fan base, you got fashion, you got music, you can use all of this to get your money back. But anyway, on to today's article from r.a.i.d.e.r.s, and today's article was about the impossible March Madness brackets and such, man, because I know everybody out there was putting forth the brackets and thinking that if I were to perfect this, I'll come up with a couple million because these websites will let you do it for free. You need to stop investing your time in this bullshit, because what exactly did you learn from last year's March Madness to this year's March Madness that you don't know what the fuck is going on? Like, sadly, too many people watch the entire season, do a bunch of research the day of and shit, trying to put together a bracket to throw together with friends and try to win some damn money, when you're ultimately just gambling it away, and odds are you're not getting it back. And I got no problem with it if you're just doing it for fun or something, man, but it's a lot like the damn lottery. Dudes put all of this money in the lottery thinking I just need my numbers to pop up, when it not not gonna fucking happen that way. I mean, you need to focus on the things that you can win, not focus on the things that's gonna take a stroke of fucking genius luck in order for you to do the shit. A lot of people try to talk like rapping is this same kind of luck, when nah, because when you fail at rap, you actually learn some shit that you can apply to the next time you make an attempt to do some shit in the game. In the end, when you learn that this game is all about you building a fan base and selling your shit to your fan base, then you're going to build your own success. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.